Peace, love, and harmony, family. Savvy here with the Savvy Soul Confirmation. It's been a really long time, but I wanted to be able to tap in with you guys and just touch base with this energy that is present now. Today is the 19th of October, 2024, and it's a pretty hot day where I'm at right now. But it's been a pretty good day. I can feel the intensity and the energy. We just came out of a new moon in Libra, and we are definitely in the eclipse energy. Another big transit is Mars being in Scorpio right now, with Scorpio approaching pretty quickly. So, yeah, I just want to tap in with the collective and see where we're at now. I thank you all for being present. I thank you all that come to me for intuitive and spiritual guidance and teaching. I thank you all that are a part of my membership and that work with me on a month to month basis. Just growing with me, ascending with me, um, collaborating with me, being in partnership with me, moving and learning our tribal ways and instincts, new ways of developing and caring and governing ourselves as all these changes and things occur. I thank you for the trailblazers, the ones that are able to take initiative and not necessarily have to wait until everything is said and done to hop on board, but that are present to move the board, right? That were there before everyone else started hopping on. So grateful for that. I ask now that our gods, goddesses, and ascending masters, all that are here for our highest good, be present with us. I ask that all messages be channeled with clarity. I ask for discernment. I ask for protection. I'm grateful and thankful for this time, for this space, for this presence, and for this essence. So I'm actually kind of feeling this to be more of an element reading, and I'm going to break it down starting with the water elements first, okay? So the water elements are going to be Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. We're going to look at it from an elemental point of view, and we're going to go through all of the points. Now remember that no matter what sign you are and what element you fall under, all of these elements are within you, so some of this information can be useful to you. Take what works and release what doesn't. Don't try to make it fit because it ain't for everybody. Okay. So water signs: Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. First card out. Look at the water. Look at that. So for the water signs, the first thing that I'm feeling is your ability to, number one, adapt. And with your ability to adapt, this lets me know that you are flexible. You're able to make adjustments. Um, I feel like you're looking for resources along with being a natural resource. So I just feel like an overall use of your environment right now. Just utilizing your environment, looking at the resources within your environment, looking out at how you can be a resource within your environment. I feel like as I just look more at the water essence, um, I feel like there's a lot undersea. I feel like there's a lot of minerals. I feel like there's a lot of, I use the word resources, treasures. Um, I even want to use the word supplements. It's just a lot under the sea. And I feel like I'm feeling the regeneration I'm feeling how things can be used in a multitude of different ways. For an example, a seashell, right? So um, the sea uses its shells, but when its shells wash up to shore, you might be a person that picks up seashells, and then creates jewelry with them. You see what I'm saying? Like they can be reused. So the regeneration process, the recycling process, again, environment, resources. Um, this could also have something or a lot to do with as far as finances, um, your ability to utilize your liquids, to maneuver and move your assets. Um, this is interesting. For some of you that are big on seafood, or pescatarians and things, I feel like there will be a rise in prices and things that come out of the sea. I feel like um, it's becoming more valuable. This is making me even get the feeling of overseas. Some of you might have some people that are like in the military and they will be returning home. I sense that people will be returning home from being overseas, some people that could have been overseas for quite some time. I feel like, actually, I'm feeling like these could be some forced, these are not planned arrivals home. This might be like some type of forced thing where um, people that are overseas are forced to return home. Um, yeah, I feel like that's not planned. It's not something that is was initiated by them. They could have been given some type of um, signal or um, direction, notification that they will be returning home. And kind of moving into that, I feel like there are some people that are returning home, and there's some excitement. There's some surprise, element of surprise. There's some, like just heartfelt moments. But I also feel like there are some that really don't want to return home. This won't be very good news for them, or what they return home to, the energies and things that they return home to. Or maybe some of you that are at home and that experience somebody coming back. It's just like you don't look forward to it. You might recognize how you appreciate them being gone. So I just feel like for some of you, it's not so good of news that they are returned. Some people, it could have been like, it feels like, oh, you returned too soon type of thing. It feels like they weren't even gone long. Maybe you were just getting used to them being gone, and then all of a sudden, they're back. And that's interesting because it kind of reminds me of the migration process. I don't know why I'm feeling the energy of salmon and, the timing in which they arrive at certain placements due to migration, um, temperature, and environment. So that's what's kind of coming out just to start. This is for the water signs: Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. We're breaking this down into an element reading. It's been a while since I've been with you. I thank you all for being present. Scorpio, Pisces. We have the fire coming out. So, utilizing the power of fire, this says transmutation and purification process, which kind of feels like it goes in tune with the migration process. So, Okay. This might go into why I feel like there will be a notification of a return home where um, or something occurs. It doesn't have to necessarily be overseas or anything of that nature, but something occurs that makes you shifts the environment, changes the environment, and you have to go into a new area, which would be more pure, transmuted, more ability to sustain. Look at, see, the environment card is right here on the bottom of the deck. This also says playtime and enchantment. The winter card is right underneath it. So this could give you a timing, because winter is coming up. That's a transition that is taking place. The prophecy premonition card is also here. So there's an awareness about this. This could be for a particular person, whoever is hearing this. Winter, again, could be the timing or the season, the phase. But the key word here, although it's showing up as fairies, it's all about the environment for Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. The environment is making changes occur that have to put you or things connected to you in new positions, new resources, finding themselves to be more of a resource. This could come with making decisions and choices. The decisions and choices that come, the divine feminine could very be called out and have to really reflect nourishment, right? Leadership, intuitive guidance and awareness, how to navigate, where to go, how to get there, things of that nature. She'll really be asked to shine as this process takes place. Um, and honestly, I want to say that it's really much in her nature. This is a part of her nature. This is what she does. So she's going to be asked to do what it is she does during this time. Um, This could be for the divine feminine that maybe a son is coming home or spouse is coming home, right? Maybe a military wife or something of that nature. Um, Somebody that could be in oftentimes separation, and now that return is coming back somewhat suddenly. This can also be a feeling that you can feel when you can feel somebody is coming, or you could feel some type of shift or taking place and happening. You might be one that doesn't listen to your intuition as much, but now it's going to catch your attention because you're going to be like, man, I did feel this coming. And now this is bringing confirmation to what this is that is coming. Okay. So that's for the water signs. We're going to move into the fire signs. I saw the fire show up here. And the fire has a very powerful influence right now. So the fire signs being Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know that Sagittarius also comes in the winter. So this could let you know as far as timing, if you were in tune or receiving anything from the element of water. These two might be working together or in duality or in reflection of some sort. So we're looking at Leo, we're looking at Sagittarius, we're looking at Aries. You know, Aries is in Chiron, so there's a lot of healing here, a lot of mental health healing. And see how the moon card came out with the fire signs? And the moon is reflected to the water, right? To the divine feminine. So again, the water and the fire are working hand in hand. This also lets me know the feminine, you can't deny the masculine energy, the yin and the yang that's taking place here, the light and the dark that is taking place here. There's a intersection. It's going to be some very heartfelt feelings, some feelings that can't be denied, that can't be ignored. Definitely not ignored. I sense that the fire signs are not always good with dealing with emotions, and it could be more so the emotions of others rather than themselves. So this might be a time where you're really called to be or have to deal with the emotions of others. You're not going to be able to respond as you have done in the past. And I feel like, I mean, it would be easy to respond, have you done in the past, but I'm speaking to the people, to the ones that have gained a sense of awareness of themselves. And so when you gain a sense of an awareness, there comes the responsibility. And with that responsibility creates a change in your response. So again, you're not going to be able to react the way that you normally would or respond the way that you normally would. Or you might even notice the difference between your reacting, a reaction, being reactive, and then responding to, um, which allows there to be more thought, which allows there to be more consideration, which allows things to digest and process before just popping off, right? So for the fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, you might have to be more mindful of the emotions of others, how you deal with them, how you respond, and how you react, because you're not going to be able to do it the same way that you have always done it before. Some of you have hurt a lot of feelings, and I hear that it could definitely be in the name of the truth. Telling the truth does hurt feelings. Um, so, this also makes me feel like you might have to be more aware of your delivery, because it's never not good to not tell the truth. Like, the truth is everything, but your delivery, so that it can be received, so that it's not causing trauma or um, adding to the situation, we'll say, where you can make a positive impact, where it can actually be seen and used from a positive way. Look at the dolphin coming out. This card is talking about consciousness, breath. Breath allows you more time to get spirit involved. Like, before you react and respond, get spirit involved. Take time to breathe. Allow the alignments, allow the observations, allow things to be revealed to you, allow things to be exposed, allow yourself to be conscious and aware, so that you're not just so explosive and reactive. Um, it's kind of like somewhat taking a back seat a little bit as far as how your element works or how it's displayed, in a sense. It's still going to emerge, it's still going to come out, but it's how it emerges and it's how it comes out. So this might be a time where it'd be a little bit more delicate for you. This could also bring in a little bit of grace, um, and maybe some elegance, if that makes sense. How the presentation, how the delivery, how it all comes out. Again, this has a lot to do with the emotions, the water. You're going to probably relate to um, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer during this time. We're going to move into the earth elements. Bear with me, y'all. It's a little hot. Haven't done a live in a long time. This is really, actually, I'm recording this via live, but it's like private to where nobody can see it. So then I'm going to post it. But it's alive. um, Earth elements. That's going to be Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, my earth signs. I sense that a lot of you are out of your materialistic phase. A lot of you guys have succumbed and got past the materialistic phase. And I kind of smiled and chuckled because the card that came out here is the Ten of Earth. As I said, Earth signs. The Ten of Earth shows. And look at all the material, look at all the resources, look at the abundance. You have what you need. You know all about that. I don't feel like you need to spend so much time in that you have evolved past the material, past the um, physicalities of it all, and you're probably moving more into the metaphysics, more into the unseen, more into, listen, you have the sun card, which is the illumination, the growth, the God energy. You're moving more into the God energy. You're coming out of the physical 3D, very condensed, slowed down, um, repetitive condition, and have moved into a new cycle, a new system. Um, this is a very heavy influence, it's a very heavy impact. I sense that this season, Scorpio season coming up, is going to be pretty intense for you. You're going to feel a lot of the fire, you're going to feel a lot of the heat, you're going to feel a lot of the flame. You might feel a lot of pressure, pressure to take action, pressure to do, pressure to just create, honestly, to create, to impact. Um, you're going to feel a lot of pressure. You're going to feel like a lot of things depend on you, and they do. A lot of things do depend on you. And it's not going to be from a materialistic standpoint, a materialistic way. So this might be a time where you're going to give, I want to say in a new way, but in a way that, okay, like think about the sun. The sun can warm up, the sun can burn, the sun can start a fire, the sun can tan, the sun can um, give light, the sun can, you see what I'm saying? Like it can be used, this energy can be used in an assortment of different ways. And the ways that it can be used can be very intense and uncomfortable for some, and very pleasing and welcoming to others. So um, I just feel like you're going to be making a really big impact and a really big influence, and it's not going to be from a materialistic value standpoint, but more of an energetic value standpoint, more from a solar power level, more from a way that is not so much here, but is like here within the atoms, within the energy. Um, how you are generating this power, how you're generating your resource, and how you're generating energy, being a generator, creates such impact. You're going to be able to see this, and others are going to be able to see this as well. Last but not least is the air signs. So Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. You're really going to impact and help these fire signs. Look at the Ace of Air with the Eight of Air. So, I mean, air double times. The air element double times. There's a duality showing up here for you. There's a duality showing up here for you. So for the air signs, I feel like some of you might have felt really trapped and somewhat claustrophobic and somewhat deprived. Um, you know, some of you could have been feeling like overshadowed or behind the scenes, unrecognized, um, veiled, that type of thing. And now you are coming out. You're being exposed. You're being purified. You're being reflected. It can't be missed. Like it can't be overlooked. This could be And this could be due to something big that has taken place or something big that will take place, that takes you from the back scenes, that takes you from being somewhat suppressed to becoming free, to becoming able, to becoming air again, if that makes sense. So I just feel like your state of condition is changing. And when I say your state of condition, it's almost having lack of oxygen and being restored and being expand. Maybe I'm actually seeing lungs. So when you, I'm sure for an example, if you like smoke, your lungs, you have less air capacity. You have to get yourself more conditioned, and you will probably need to detox and start clearing out your airways so that you can carry more air, so that you have more endurance, so that you have longevity, so that you know you're able to do as you do. And that's kind of the feeling of what I'm getting when you're being restored, when you're finally restored or you're back to yourself again. And this could be a brand new feeling for you. Like you don't know yourself like this. You haven't felt this way in a really long time. Or and then I feel like this is not just the inner feeling, but also an outer feeling. This is seen inside and outside. Dubs could be something that do show up for you or show out to you. The color white could show up and show out for you. Um, Even the opposite of that, being the color black, showing up and standing out for you. Um, Again, that black and white, that duality. But it's more so not like looking at duality and seeing duality, but actually being duality and experiencing depression and then going into joy, experiencing the shadow, then moving into light, um, being in the dark, you know, and now being fully exposed, being seen, being the center of stage, being the star, that type of energy. So, air signs, be ready for that, most definitely. That's something to really look forward to. And then the card that comes out, it's funny because I think air signs, I definitely said the fire, you're going to have a lot of effect with fire. So you have the fire opal coming out here, but what does it say? Sensuality and confidence. Be ready. Have confidence. Tap in with your solar plexus, tap in with your sacral energy. Come with creativity. Be rooted. Be ready. Work from a heart's place. That's where it feels good. Come with passion, come with passion, come with fuel, utilize the fire, utilize your elements, right? To expand and explode and take yourself from here and move to here. Okay? If this has resonated with you, whether you are a fire sign, an air sign, a earth sign, or a water sign, please just kind of comment or DM me. Let me know how this has reflected for you. My readings are timeless, so if it's something that you're not seeing now, but you're hearing it now, keep your eyes open because a lot of times it's going to be shown and reflected to you. Moving forward, I always recommend that you journal. When you journal, make sure you date and time it so that when it reflects, you have your record, right? And you can go back and reflect on this record and see what we're talking about now and see how it relates to then, right? Then at the timing that you're looking. So yeah, please reach out, please share. For those of you that are interested in my monthly membership, let me know. Just reach out to me and just say, hey, Sav, I'm interested. Tell me about it. I do meet with everyone on a week to week basis and I build on where you're at. And we do a lot of things actually. My whole thing is really being personalized and working and tailoring for you and to you. Okay, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Peace and love, and I'll be looking forward to talking to you at a later time.